Hey listeners on YouTube, it's me, Akshay, and before we start the show, I have a quick message. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Spectacular Science Podcast, using the subscribe button below. Please also share this channel with your friends and family and ask them to subscribe. Thank you so much for all your support. This really encourages me to keep making new episodes and also supports the channel. Thank you. And now, on with the show.
Vaccine is a type of medicine that trains your body to fight any foreign agent.
Plants are helpful for the ecosystem.
It's an electronic device for storing and processing data.
The nervous system is all the collection of nerves in your body.
Yeast is a eukaryote.
Welcome to Spectacular Science, where it's all about science, with your host, Akshay. Hey listeners, welcome back to this episode of Spectacular Science. I'm your host, Akshay. I've met a new friend today. His name is Owlie. Say hi, Owlie. Owlie is an owl, and he told me to do an episode on owls because owls have amazing superpowers. Isn't that right, Owlie? Yeah. So, in this episode, I'm going to take a deep dive with you into the science of owls, their superpowers. Owls are definitely the superstars of the night. Let's get right into it. Okay, I'm ready now. I got some binoculars because owls are very fast, and sometimes you can't even see them against the night sky. So I got some binoculars to ensure that we can see owls. Okay, now let me introduce you to the owl. Owls are birds of prey, meaning that they hunt and eat animals. Unlike most other birds of prey, owls are nocturnal or active at night. Their nighttime activity, quiet flight, and strange calls have made them very unique and have lots of superpowers. Other common types of owls include barn owls, the short-eared owl, and even the great horned owl. Owls live around the world in almost every kind of habitat. Their length varies from about 5 to 28 inches, or 13 to 70 centimeters. Most owls have brown, gray, or white feathers with streaks or spots. All owls look about the same. Each owl has a large head, a flat face, and a hooked beak and large eyes. The hooked beak actually helps it hunt and catch many rodents and small bugs. Owls can actually get rid of harmful rodents that may be harmful for humans. So you have to thank owls because they are nature's exterminators. They're keeping us safe from those harmful rodents. Let's get back to owls' superpowers. Owls do have many superpowers, and some of them you might know, like seeing in the dark. Owls have very large eyes that let in a lot of light. That helps them see in the dark. And owls can catch prey in the dark because they have such good eyesight. Owls also have superpower hearing. That's another one of their superpowers. Owls can hear things from over 100 feet away. And that's because they have really strong ears. And they can also pinpoint what direction those sounds are coming from. Do you know why? Well, that is a unique adaptation that an owl has developed. You see, its ears aren't perfectly on the sides of its head. You may not see its ears, but if you look inside of the feathers, or like a diagram of an owl's head, you'll see that the owl's ears are actually misplaced on their head. One ear is higher than the other, and the other ear is lower than the other. That actually helps them hear in a more larger range, which actually helps them catch their prey, small rodents, because those rodents sometimes make noise, and owls can't always rely on their superpower eyes for it. Owls do not have a good sense of smell, but this hearing actually helps them. And they can actually hear sounds from 10 miles away. That's almost about 10 times more sensitive than our ears. And an owl could hear a small mouse chewing on maybe some plants from over 10 miles away. That is a very, very big range. Wow, I wonder what a hearing contest against an owl would be like. Well, I think I would definitely lose. Well, I should probably practice my hearing. Anyway, back to owl superpowers. Owls can't really move their eyes in different directions. Their eyes are kind of fixed in place. But what do owls use to make up for that? Well, they can rotate their heads almost 270 degrees. That's almost all the way around. So they can see what's lurking on the side of them and also what's behind them. That's like us humans seeing what's behind our head. And they can just move their necks effortlessly. They have special muscles that are able to move their neck like that. And without having movable eyes, they're able to make up for that by moving their entire head almost all the way around. That is so cool. I wish I had a head like that. I could see whatever is going on behind me. Now, the last owl superpower we have for today is stealth flight. Stealth flight is very important for owls since they catch their prey. Some of the prey they catch, like small rodents, have very good hearing. So if the owl was making lots of noise when it came to catch its prey, the prey would hide and run away. And that wouldn't be really good for the owl. So the owl has developed a very, very, very cool adaptation that helps them hunt their prey very easily. And that is muffling their wings. Owls can fly, but what the specialty is that we can't really hear them flying. That's because they have special feathers and special muscles that are able to muffle the sounds of it flying. So a small rodent couldn't hear an owl flying towards it. And that helps the owl catch its prey way, way better than if it didn't have those mufflers. That's so cool. I wonder if we can put all these owl adaptations on a human and make a human a superhuman. Maybe I should design a suit that you could wear that has all these features built into it. Well, that's a lot of things to do in my lab. I even have Owly to help me with it. Well, before I go to the lab, what did we learn today? We learned that owls are nocturnal birds that are carnivores, meaning that they only eat other animals, like small rodents and other bugs. Owls actually have some superpowers that make them very unique. One of them is rotating their heads 270 degrees, which is almost all the way around. Owls also have superpower hearing and vision, which helps them hunt down their prey. They don't have very good smell, but their hearing makes up for that. In fact, they can hear things from 10 miles away. That is a very long distance. Owls also have stealth flight, which is basically when they fly, their sounds are muffled, and the rodents on the ground that the owl is hunting, they can't really hear the sounds of the owl flying, and that actually helps the owl catch its prey better. Those are some superpowers of the owls. The owls are definitely the superstars of the night. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Spectacular Science. Spectacular Science is produced and hosted by me, Akshay Raman. Our theme song is by Charan Ramachandran. Special thanks to Varun Ramachandran. Please visit my podcast website, spectacularsci.com, to find interactive activities, articles, and blog posts. While you're there, you can also sign up for the Spectacular Science membership, where you can get bonus episodes, the fact of the day, a fun science fact every day, and bonus activities. Sign up at spectacularsci.com/membership. Spectacular Science is on YouTube. You can get all of the episodes and also experiment videos on YouTube. Please subscribe. The link is in the show notes. Please also subscribe wherever you're listening right now. It could be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or Amazon Music. By following or subscribing, you get all the episodes automatically and support me. I really get encouraged when you subscribe, so it really helps. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode of Spectacular Science next week. Keep thinking about science.